What's up everybody, Jesse here, and today I want to talk to you all about the PlayStation 4.5. Now, this rumor kind of came from GDC, where a lot of people were overhearing other developers talking about a more powerful PlayStation 4 that would allow you to play PlayStation games in 4K. Now, a lot of people thought this was just hearsay or rumored or whatever, but since then, a lot of people have actually confirmed with inside sources that they independently trust to pretty much say, yes, the PlayStation 4.5 is happening. And I made a video about this a while back, but I kind of want to reiterate on this as to what does this mean for PlayStation. Is this, because, if you go buy the PlayStation VR, whenever it comes out, it comes with a separate processing box that it needs to process video for the actual VR while still playing on the PlayStation 4 TV or whatever. So with that, the PlayStation 4 isn't powerful enough to power both of these, and it needs this separate processing unit. With the PlayStation 4.5, it'll basically have the processing box built into it. Not necessarily built into it, but the GPU will be powerful enough to where you won't need a separate box. It'll be able to play 4K games with ease, and that's very interesting. But it still brings up the fact, why did they not think about this before? Why didn't they? One of the things that they did with the PlayStation 4 is it's incredibly easy to change your hard drive size. With older consoles like the Nintendo 64, you could switch out the RAM disk inside of it, so instead of having, I think, 4 megabytes of RAM, or however 64, you could put in like 8 extra megabytes or something like that. I don't know. Very old console, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Little red thing that allows you to play games like Donkey Kong 64 and Majora's Mask, Perfect Dark, stuff like that. Why didn't they think of this with the PlayStation 4? Why was there not a slot that you could take out and then plug in a separate slot that had a better graphics card in it? And what's also interesting is Microsoft, at an event a couple of weeks ago, kind of announced something similar, where they said that the Xbox platform is upgradable in a way. That the platform itself, they won't need to release new architecture or a new Xbox, but they'll still be able to get more performance out of the Xbox that already exists. Now, I don't know what that means for them, because that could just mean that they're going to allow more rendering done through the cloud and then essentially stream the video to your Xbox. Microsoft, that's just a whole world on its own. But I want your opinion on the PlayStation 4.5, since a lot of people like Kotaku and other websites have gone out and said that they have confirmed with their sources the PlayStation 4.5 is real. How do you see this working in the consumer market? Do you think it'll be something that you can just plug into your current PlayStation 4? Do you think it'll be a brand new PlayStation 4 entirely? Do you think they won't call it the PlayStation 4.5 or the PlayStation 4K? It'll just be the slim model and they won't say anything. It'll just be the new PlayStation 4, kind of like how the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 had their slim models. And then, will they release patches for games that already exist to allow you, if you have the PlayStation 4.5 or whatever it's going to be called, to go to the menu and select 4K support, and then you can suddenly play these old games in a higher resolution? Or will it only be certain games that are playable at this higher resolution, similar to if you have the new 3DS? There are certain games that you can only play in 3D, or certain games that will only play on the new 3DS. Even if you own a normal 3DS, you can't play the games. This is very interesting. It's weird. They definitely have the market, or the majority of the gaming market with the PlayStation 4, as it's the console in the current gen that's sold the most. So if they release this new console, they'll have the biggest fan base that they're basically I don't want to say giving the finger to, but kind of letting down, because now they don't have the newest PlayStation console. All those people that have spent money to get the PlayStation 4, suddenly there's a newer PlayStation 4 and they feel like they were kind of left out or thrown under the bus for supporting the console that they chose. when they could have just waited to get the more powerful version. But even though this happens a lot with like iPhones, and then especially if you're into PC gaming, there's new CPUs and new GPUs that come out almost every year and a half that you have to upgrade to if you want to keep up with current gen games. But with consoles, we're used to just buying a box, and then that box sits there and you can play every game that comes out for the next 5 to 10 years before you have to upgrade. So with this upgrade coming a lot sooner, do you think that's something that's going to push PlayStation fans away and go to Xbox or go back to Nintendo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I want to give a quick shout out to all of my supporters on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support and giving me this topic to discuss in this video. Thank you.